got a long way to travel to get to the North Pole.
Not for Santa.
Well,
I would say he's not. I would say
flying
he's not
reindeer.
real, but I don't want to like upset all the kids that are watching.
Yeah, and their toys aren't made in factories. You know, this was made by slave labor in China. What?
Everything's made by slave labor in China.
You guys remember when Kathy Lee Gifford got caught, you know, with her thing? Remember that? That was so long ago. I'm probably dating myself. You guys are too young to remember. You know who Kathy Lee Gifford is?
Yeah, we know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And sometimes I feel old.
Well, you are old, but that's okay. We don't count that against you. At least not until you hit 50s. I'm just kidding.
Hey. Hey.
You know what's weird? No, that's not. It's fine. Actually, we have. I wouldn't say we have. We had a good distribution of people, right? That used to talk. Yeah, older people.
Yeah, I remember when I found you. I remember when I found this channel. It was like the Hollywood Squares. There were like fucking, 18 different cameras on the screen.
Yeah.
You know, it was like huge or whatever.
We had youngins. We had people who were like 18 and not even 18. We had those in their 20s and some in their 30s. Man, it's good age range.
It was good. I always thought to myself, I'm like, how do you guys do this without talking over each other? There's like 20 of you. It's always going to get bigger. Next time I say it, it'll be like 27.
It comes in waves. I get politics is popular. So that was when we talked about politics.
Yeah, I know, but everyone was so courteous and like on point. I was like, how do you not talk over each other? This is insane. But you guys were all like, one person spoke. It was like, bling, bling.
Oh, there was a few people there that would talk over others.
Yeah, like Ryan Bannock. He was.
Yeah.
See, look, he just did it again. Just kidding.
Yeah, I heard about those Aussies, man.
Yeah. The people who can't say Massachusetts right.
Massachusetts.
I love that. Can you say Nebraska?
Picking on my speech impediment.
No. I love the way you say Massachusetts, though. It's just I don't
know. We should lobby that to Congress. Anyone making fun of a speech impediment should be fucking thrown in jail and fined.
I do not agree. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you don't.
So Ryan, you're pretty close to Antarctica. Would you go to Antarctica?
Hell no.
Why not?
Why?
Because it's nice.
If I wanted to go see penguins, I just travel an hour away to see penguins. It's cold. It's wintry. It's ice. Nothing other than penguins and seals live there.
Why aren't there a lot of animals that live in the Arctic? But how come there's so many animals that live up in the Arctic?
I don't know. Because they can travel between. Like, I guess they can. The difference is that Antarctica is just like constantly cold, whereas if you go up to the North Pole, the animals can travel down through Canada and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's actual landmass that takes you down into warmer areas. I guess I don't know. There's just nothing.
Penguins are no joke, man.
Oh, penguins will fuck you up, but it's just I don't know. It's just not. I don't know why they don't live there other than penguins.
Penguins can make it from Australia to Antarctica. That's right there, right? All right. Now I know why you guys wear the tuxedo. You guys are fucking badass.
That's where like 007 originated. They saw a penguin beating up some other dude He's like, yeah, you don't want to mess with those blokes.
Hell no.
Blokes, is that like an English term? Like a British
Yeah.
English? Or is that like a
Yeah.
Aussie? It's
Aussie.
British.
That's British. What?
Nah, it's Aussie.
It's an Aussie's term?
Well,
Yeah.
Aussie is British, so get out of here.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Aussies are British people.
Well, Aussies are nothing but a bunch of glorified Brits, so stop it.
Yeah. Owned
Yeah, well,
and
I wouldn't say
operated.
that much. I wouldn't say that much anymore.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding.
With the amount of immigration that's happened in this country. So
Immigration from where? Asia?
Europe,
What?
and Asia. So you look at the world wars, and then you've got a lot of people coming over from countries in Europe that were decimated by a world war. So, and then the 50s and the 60s, the Italians and the Greeks. And then you had the 10-pound poms that came over in the 60s. Then Vietnam happened. And then you've got a ton of Vietnamese that came over. Not so many Koreans came over, which is, even though they were decimated by war, they didn't come to Australia the same amount as the Vietnamese did.
Yeah, Koreans are weird people. I don't understand.
And then you've got like the Baltic wars, like Serbia and like the old Yugoslavia, and then all the Serbians and the Croatians and Bosnians moved out to Australia to get away from that war. And then you've got the Sudanese and the African countries with their own internal conflicts coming over. And then the only time that the government really puts their foot down is when people from the Middle East want to come over. Can't have those Muslims moving in.
But do you get a lot of people from Indonesia? Aren't they close by?
No. Philippines.
Brian, can I ask you a big question?
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, who runs Australia?
Rupert Murdoch. I'm serious.
No.
All the billionaire class runs Australia.
I'm just not surprised. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, so people, I don't know if you've ever heard of a woman called Gina Reinhardt.
You mentioned her before. You really like her, right?
Oh yeah. She's a mining magnate. She inherited billions from her dad. And she's got the ear of politicians. So is Rupert Murdoch, banks.
So Rupert Murdoch is...
So we have similar to, like, how you have Senate inquiries in the US,
mm-hmm.
where they've got to sit in front of senators and talk and stuff. Well, we have that, but we also have what are called royal commissions. So basically, it's the head of the commission is selected by the government. So it could be an ex-judge or someone of high legal standing, an Queen's Counsel lawyer, which is like the highest in the nation that you can be. It's like Queen's Counsel, and if the Royal Commission asks for information, they have to hand it over. There's
no waiting or redaction.
No, they have to hand it over. Wow. So they had a Royal Commission into the banking sector.
Excuse me.
And some of they were charging fees to dead people. They sold life insurance policies to to a Down syndrome dude over the phone. And it's just and all this, like, they found crime after crime after crime, and not one person has been taken to court yet.
Yeah.
Not one banker has been taken to court.
Sounds like the usual. Segue for a little bit.
When was the last
chocolate
banker
Death
that
Star.
What was the segue?
I just showed chocolate Death Star.
So there was that, and a lot of people were just saying, well, this is fucked up. You know, why aren't we having people charged? And the government's just like brushing it under the carpet and changing the subject. And, you know how governments are. It's like, oh, shit, something bad has come out. We need to hide it with some other bullshit. And that's what they're doing. So they're hiding it under illegal immigration.
Well, the government has a big question to make. How are we going to charge ourselves when they're the ones who did this? Why isn't anyone charged? Well,
when you deregulate something, and then you try and, because what has to happen is the government has to go to a vote into Parliament. So our Congress has to vote on it, and it has to, they have to agree to it. So the government, with the government in power, well, they are the government if they're in power, which is the Conservative Party, sat on it and voted 26 times against having a Royal Commission. And then they finally went and had a Royal Commission, and they found out all this shit, all this nefarious shit that these banks were doing, overcharging, putting in late fees, all these shitty things that earned them billions and billions and billions of dollars. Not even.
Do you guys remember?
Like people lost their livelihoods, their self-worth, and the government's just like, oh yeah, no worries, whatever, no charges, no prosecution.
But do you guys remember what Iceland did?
Yeah, they put them all in prison.
And how's Iceland today?
Probably better off for it.
Oh, they're so much better. Yeah, come on.
It just pisses me off that they spent millions of dollars on this Royal Commission, and the government only allowed it to happen in one small part of the banking sector, not the whole banking sector, just one small part. They found all this crime, all these nefarious activities that were going on, and they still won't prosecute. They just won't prosecute.
Because governments are corporations and they're owned by bankers. That's where I disagreed with you earlier. When you said, governments allow banks, I'm like, I think it's the complete other way around. Banks control all the governments.
No, see, the thing is,
I totally believe that.
Yeah, but the thing is the government allows banks, so they allow them to they deregulate, they allow them to have laws unto themselves.
No, right? Wait, you're jumping ahead. How do banks allow governments?
Yeah, but hang on, let me finish. And then banks allow governments to do what they want to do. So they work in tandem. It's not one owning each other. They work in tandem to prevent, any sort of wrongdoing. Because what happens is...
let me ask you this. The bankers never change employees. The governments change employees left and right.
Oh, they're all owned by it's like when Bill Hicks said, that joke where he talks about a new president coming in and he's going to change everything and all this type of stuff, and then all of a sudden, these men in black suits walk into the room and tell the president to come with them, and then they show him a different angle to the JFK shooting that no one's ever seen before.
Here's the Zapruder film. You're with us now.
Yeah,
I know. I've heard that theory too.
Yeah,
the Secret Service is there to guard the president. They're there to make sure he doesn't fucking betray the banks.
But yeah, exactly. To betray interests, and that's the sort of thing that happens. You know what I mean? Because it's all about money. You know, these banks donate in Australia. They can only donate thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They can't donate millions like in the US. It's not feathered in Australia. There are caps on how much money corporate and individual donors can donate to political parties. So they don't donate to individuals, but they donate to the whole party.
And that's just on its face. That's just on the books. That's like straight up. We don't know.
Yes.
You don't have what goes behind closed doors.
Oh, well, you don't know when a politician leaves Parliament or leaves government, and then all of a sudden they've got a job at a bank. You know, with no banking or any sort of institution, whether it be big pharma, big oil, banks, military industrial complex.
Just like Joe Biden's son when he got put in Ukraine, you know, as like an executive on an oil company in Ukraine. You know, like who's this guy? And just magically that happens, right?
Exactly. But you just don't know when these sorts of things just suddenly happen. You know, so and so left Parliament. You know, they've given up their seat. Oh, look at them now. They're at this big financial institution. They're at Wall Street now. Well, who in Wall Street actually, you know?
Well, this is why I tie back to executive and execute and execute, you know, because they basically, you know, I'm an executive. That's my title.
Yeah. So I'm a big believer that that there needs to be, and I'll give you an example. Today, our finance minister, it came out today that he didn't pay for $3,000 worth of plane flights to Singapore for his family, him and his family, right?
Right, and he wanted the taxpayers to pay for it.
No. But the company, he didn't go through the normal channels of going through the company, you know, ringing the company up, saying, I want to go here. He actually rang the CEO of the company to organize it. And that company, that CEO is part of his political party. All right. So there's a conflict of interest, number one. Then that same company that he went through to get his plane flights and stuff, they have a contract with the government. Conflict number two.
Gotta love a government contract. Oh my God!
And the politicians' excuse why he didn't pay is because it should have been taken off his credit card and it wasn't. So who sits there and who doesn't realize that $3,000 wasn't taken off their credit card? You've got to be an uber rich person to realize that $3,000, not to realize $3,000. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Well, no, I mean, how many people even have $3,000 worth of credit?
It sounds like it sounded like he got a gift and he's just been caught out. Like the CEO sounds like, this is what it sounds like to me. I'm not saying it happened, but it sounds like the CEO's going, don't worry, I'll cover it. And it's just come out that he didn't pay for these tickets from somebody who's a company that's got a contract with the government. it reeks of dodginess. It just does. You know, it just and they get away with it. It's like there's no checks or balances in place to ensure that they're doing the right thing. You just have to take their word for it.
But isn't that how it's always been? I mean, this applies across the board. You know,
It shouldn't, though.
It's disgusting, Ryan. It's disgusting. I think that's why we've all kind of gathered together and found birds of a feather. We all agree that, you know, what is happening is full of shit, whether it's Eric talking about the propaganda and the fucking constant lies, or, you know, I mean, it's constant. This is what it is, man. It's a make-believe construct, and they will do anything, including kill millions of people, to keep this game alive. They have no problem killing 1 million people to do this. We heard Zbigniew Brzezinski say it. It's infinitely easier to kill 1 million people than it is to control them. Well, you know, maybe, you know, instead of us all screaming, "Hey, it's this or it's that group or it's this," maybe someone should kill Zbigniew Brzezinski. How about that guy? You never see anyone. Everyone attacks the wrong people. You know, when they're being indoctrinated and, you know, put into this whole matrix. They lash out and they go after the wrong people. You never seen anyone storm a governor or a senator's house.
No.
You know, you see them. No, you never see it ever.
This is the thing. I believe there should be laws governing like degrees of separation to avoid conflict. So if a politician, even down to like if the politician needs someone to mow his grass, and that person that he's hired to mow the grass has a government contract in something else, then that's a conflict of interest. You know what I mean? So
I do know what you mean. I mean, there are conflict of interest laws on the books, but they're ignored. I mean, if the Constitution is ignored, what the fuck do you expect from conflict of interest? I mean, this is the biggest problem, you know, as far as, you know, people like Ebon said in the Letter to the Blind, the one-eyed rules. People are not even paying attention. I don't know if I said that right, you know, but
yeah, I guess what doesn't affect them, they don't worry about. You know what I mean? Until it's too late. You know, at the moment it's the blind following the blind at the top, and nothing's getting done. So it's just a whole lot of infighting to see who's got the most amount of the biggest ego. And
right, but this is the club's, you know, new class. Okay, let's say, you know, you're a member of the club, right? You're an Illuminati, you know, quadrillionaire. You have all the money in the world, all the power. Do you want to fucking lose it? No, you're going to think about every quarter you have to turn more profits, and that includes government as well. Every quarter you have to do better than you did last quarter, and that means every quarter someone else is going to take a punch in the face.
Yeah, see, my idea is...
I'll ask you this. Is government profit motivated?
What?
Period. I mean, is government profit motivated?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, there's the problem right there, and that tells you they serve the banks, and it's a corporation. The world is a corporation. Everyone talks about the New World Order like it's I'm like, you're living in it. Well, it's going to happen tomorrow. You're living in it right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The problem is that everybody wants to get rich. And that's the problem. Off of the way that they've chosen to get rich. You know what I mean? And you look at politicians. It's their way to get rich without working that hard. You know what I mean? They don't have to work that hard.
No, they don't have to do a damn thing. The rich don't go to supermarkets. The rich don't do their own laundry. The rich don't take plants out of a pot and put them into another pot and make their patio look nice.
No, of course not. And that's the problem. And I mean, I got asked, I got a phone call from a polling place taking a poll on the next election. And it basically said, do I think, well, it was asking people, do I think that there should be better wealth distribution? And the answer is absolutely yes. I mean, the rich don't cycle money through the economy like poor people do.
See, I disagree with that. Okay, and if you give me a second, all right. I'm not saying. I think there should be rich people. I do. But I also think everybody should be treated fairly. I also think that, hey, you made your billions. Good for you. You need to pay the fucking same taxes as everyone else. How does a billionaire pay no taxes? How does General Electric pay no taxes? How does
Amazon pay no taxes?
How does that happen? No.
Loopholes, my friend. Loopholes. That's what it is. It's all about loopholes. And when you've got money, you can lobby governments to put the loopholes in.
Right.
And the one thing that really bothers me with the American system is how they attach laws onto bills that have nothing to do with each other. Like they'll have a big bill come through about employment, and then they'll attach an abortion bill to it, and some other bill attached to it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they do that with a farm bill, you got and then they'll throw in something about you can't wear purple on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fucking weird to me how that's done. So I don't know. It doesn't happen here. Like they don't attach, stupid shit. Got to wear one purple shoe and one red shoe on a Sunday between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. And
what the fuck, Ryan? We got this woman called Nancy Pelosi who got in front of the whole country and said, we have to read the bill to find out. We have to pass the bill to find out what's in it. Are you out of your fucking mind? That tells you the whole course of the whole planet.
She actually said that? She actually said that?
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi absolutely 100% said that. 100%. We have to pass the bill to find out what's in it.
She was supposed to say
woman won back the Speaker of the House. Get the fuck out of here.
She was
Get
meant
out
to
of here with these Washington people. You think they're all fucking?
She was meant to
right? They're putting on a show, man.
She was meant to say we've got to pass the bill in order to get the money. That's what she was meant to say.
Oh, but her Tourette syndrome kicked in?
Yeah. How many people, like, the sad thing is that a lot of American people will just sit there and go, yeah, whatever. She said something stupid.
That's a horrible thing to say. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, absolutely. It's a fucked up thing to say. You don't say shit like that. Just don't. I mean, you shouldn't even be thinking it.
I don't understand. If anyone thinks that government is nothing, if you think government really cares about you, you got a problem. Government is nothing but show business for ugly people.
Let me show people what it is. Here we go. I guess it was on Fox News.
But we have
It was
to
all
pass
over the
bill.
place.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
People can't hear it. Just be quiet for a bit.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
That's what she said. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't read bills. We don't read them.
Why read them?
Why? Right there, that tells you everything. We don't even read the bills. So who passes these bills and introduces them?
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you in case you guys are stumped.
what?
I said, who lobbies these bills and who legislates them? And if you guys don't know, I'll tell you. But I think you guys can figure it out.
Donald from Arkansas.
What?
That's who asks for them. Isn't that what that's what Nash was saying? Donald from Arkansas. He's the one that asks for the bills. Not the rich and the powerful. It's Donald from Arkansas. That was a shit. That was a shit joke.
Yeah, I know.
I thought his name was Bill. I thought it was Bill Clinton from Arkansas.
Yeah, fucking Bill
yeah.
Clinton.
Oh well, that's his territory, man.
Fucking asshole. What an asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. He's as bad as they come. He's the worst of the worst. What more do you need to know about the Clintons? Come on. They're probably the worst politicians in human history. The worst of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Worse than Pol Pot, worse than Stalin, worse than fucking, worse than Hitler, worse, the Clintons were terrible. No one cared, and no one knew what the fuck Bill Clinton was going on. And the only reason why no one cared is because America was making a shitload of money when Bill Clinton was in the office. I don't care where you were in life. When Bill Clinton was in office, America was getting rich. People were making money hand over fist. Technology boom was just starting. People were making overnight millionaires. It was booming. Like, fuck Monica Lewinsky. Who the hell cares? We're fucking rich, motherfucker. And that's the truth about people or any population. If your population is doing well, they don't give a flying fuck if you invade another country. If they're hungry and you invade another country, well, there's a problem now. And that's my 2 cents on that.
All right, I gotta go and make dinner. Food time.
What do you eat for dinner these days with your diet?
I'm having stir-fried chicken with noodles. So
how is that different from before you're on your new diet and physical regimen?
I just don't use fat and stuff, oil and all that type of stuff. I use a little bit of oil, but I just don't. I just make sure that I use as little as unhealthy stuff as possible.
Now this is is this thing like a new lifestyle change, or do you have like a goal? Like what spurred you?
I have a goal. I want to lose another. Hang on, let me work it out.
So people who don't know, Ryan lost about 30 pounds.
Yeah, so I want to lose another 100 110-ish pounds.
You got to take before and after pictures, brother.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, I should, but I'm too lazy to do that shit.
Oh, you get the fuck out of here. That is the worst excuse.
How are you going to lose 110
excuses.
pounds if you're too lazy to
See,
take pictures?
my man boobs have gone down, which is good.
You're talking to a guy who knows everything about computers and photographing, has screens set up outside his house, cameras all over the fucking place. He knows how to fucking set up the Fangos channel with graphics, but he can't take a picture of himself before and after. Come on, man! You'll be proud. You'll be glad you did. It'll be a good thing.
You'll be glad you did. Where's that from? What motto is that from?
But this T-shirt used to be tight. You can't really see it, but it's sticking out now.
It's called the School of Regret. And you know, you're like, oh, I wish I had a picture back then. You know.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just saying.
I want to get rid of this. See this? I want to get rid of this. This is this part here. See how, and the big fat cheeks. I've always had fatty cheeks, but yeah, Anyway, it's just a matter of just keep persevering, walking,
eating fruits and veggies,
fruit and vegetables, a little bit of lean meat every night, just to get a bit of protein. And
do you have cottontail rabbits over in Australia?
I don't know what they are.
Oh my goodness! Do you have any type of bunnies in Australia?
Rabbits. Rabbits are a plague over here.
Oh, like what type of rabbits? Are they good eating? Why not?
Fuck off! You leave the bunnies alone. Didn't you guys see Watership Down?
No.
I wouldn't
Don't
eat
touch
them.
the bunnies.
Why don't you eat the bunnies?
Because they introduced a virus to kill them.
Because they're cute.
Yeah. Cute. What did they introduce? They introduced, what's the virus called? I don't know, but it is, funnily enough, they were testing this virus and it got out. And rabbits became immune to it. So they tried to.
I talked about that. You guys ever read Watership Down? We were forced to read it when I was in elementary school, and then I had to watch the damn movie in the 70s, and that wasn't a funny movie to watch, man. It's not a Disney movie. It was fucking bloody and fucking horrible, and just like it ripped your gut out. You're like, oh my god, I'm never touching a bunny again.
Yeah, so my current goal is to lose another 10 pounds by the end of March. So that's my next goal. So
stick with it, man. Consistency is the key to success. You got to stick with it. Don't slack. I know you know you're gonna have cravings.
I'm just saying one thing you could do is like hunting rabbits can be pretty easy. You just kind of walk and take your weapon with you, and if you see one, you shoot it, and then you wear gloves.
Yeah, I can't get a weapon, dude.
Slingshot, bow and arrow, crossbow.
All against the law.
Stun gun.
Slingshots are against the law.
Slings? You can just put a rock in a sling, go whoosh.
Yeah, that's going to take a lot of
practice
on a rabbit.
Can you have like a long sword like Aragorn and go storm New Zealand?
Yeah, you can't do that. What about traps? Can you set traps?
No.
No?
Because the traps native species.
You can just run really fast and try to catch a rabbit. Do the Rocky.
Problem we have this. Do you know what a platypus is?
Yeah.
Nash, do you know what a platypus is?
Of course, man. They're fucking long-billed, beautiful, little cute little things.
Critters.
I used to ride. My name was Platypus before I was Nash.
Anyway, so
aren't they one of the two mammals that they don't have milk? They don't breastfeed.
I think they're a marsupial. They have pouches.
Or maybe they're marsupials. Okay, I just know
And
something's weird
I
about
think
them.
the males have a claw on their back legs that fucking holy shit inject poison into you.
Oh, really?
I have no idea. Are they,
Oh,
are
yeah.
they,
No,
are they
look it up.
related
Okay,
to
sorry.
Beaver?
Go ahead. Sorry. Let Ryan finish because
Anyway,
he's gonna go.
So there's this bit like huge thing about catching crustaceans in like yabby. We call them yabbies. They're like mini lobsters, and like I don't know. Anyway, so people are being setting traps to catch these lobsters, and in one trap, they caught 9 platypus.
Holy smokes!
Killed them.
Oh,
One was an albino platypus.
that's rare too.
Killed it. Killed them. Killed them all. Just because some fucking asshole. Because platypus eat yabbies. So what's the platypus going to do? It's going to go into the trap and eat the yabby.
Mm.
So, and then it's just so fucking frustrating. And the yabbies are attracted to rotting flesh and stuff like that. So one platypus is in there, then all the yabbies go in there to eat the platypus, and then the next bloody platypus jumps in, and it's just a vicious cycle until the thing. It was probably about that. I don't know, about
The circle of life.
3 foot long by about
Let's just face it, man.
2 foot round.
Life is just one big restaurant. All we do is eat everyone eats everything.
I wouldn't say everyone eats everything, but we do eat a lot.
Everything eats everything. Life is a big restaurant. Oh, I thought it was a joke, man. You don't get my American humor.
No.
Nash, you're American? I'm just kidding.
You're American?
Nah. Well, yeah.
I thought you were from Israel.
No, I'm a New Yorker, so that's probably like, I don't know, most the other 49 states are like, what? All right, yeah, he ain't.
A New Yorker?
Oh, was that your Korean Jewish accent? I love it.
Yes. I'm horrible at accents.
Yes, you are.
All right, thanks a lot.
Me too. I'm terrible. I can't do them. I try, but they're. I never do justice to any accent. I'm terrible.
All right, guys. I'm gonna fly.
Good night, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. And next week, don't lose so much weight that we won't recognize you because when you upload it.
As long as I've got the red beard and the red hair, dude.
Okay.
And no eyebrows. I got really blondish, whitish, shitty fucking eyebrows.
Did you see my comment on the video that you uploaded to your channel on YouTube? That wasn't the video that you were supposed to upload.
The Australian government one.
It was like a redheaded girl. I have no idea who that was.
Oh no, I didn't see that. No.
Oh, okay.
Because she has shitty internet. So what she does, it takes ages to upload for some reason to Facebook, to YouTube. She reckons. So she sends it to me over Facebook, and then I download it and then upload it for her. And I accidentally, Google changed the way that you got to upload it because the way that I uploaded it was just my normal way of doing it. Mm-hmm. And then instead of uploading it to her account, I uploaded it to my account.
Yeah, and I was like, "Holy smokes, Ryan, you look different."
Lost a lot of weight, grew my hair out, and had a shave.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'll catch you guys later.
Keep up the good work, man. Stick with it, man. Consistency.
Thanks, man.
Consistency.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pop on. All right, catches.
All right, later.
Peace.
So people don't know what I'm talking about. Let me do the desktop. Ryan Bennett. Oh, I was looking up. All right.
And he's got a great head of hair. Definitely check it out.
Hold on. Let's see here. Videos. Oh. What? It's not there anymore? Dang it. Oh, well. Let me see if I can find it in my email. Let's see. Uploaded the video. Oh, it's hidden. Dang it. Yeah, he removed it. Dang it. So he uploaded 2 videos. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen Ryan ever upload a video. This will be interesting. And of course, in the video, it's this redheaded girl. And I was like, what? Anyways, I commented on it that he looked a little different. Did he get a haircut or something? It was, yeah. It's funny at the time. It's gone now. So much for that. All right, Nash, Agent Nash. It might be a good time to call it a night. I am gonna go ice fishing and ice fishing for. I want to try to catch some walleye and yellow perch, and if I don't catch that, I'll probably just head over and hunt for a little while. Small game hunting. The only thing really to hunt is the cottontail rabbits. There's other rabbits, but they don't taste as good from what I hear. I've never had rabbit before.
All right, my man. I'll see you in the morning. Same time as usual. We'll check in and deal with Syria. You know, we still have that little kerfuffle. I'm glad everyone bought our lines about being straight YouTubers. But yeah, we're totally agents. All right, so yeah, everyone thinks Syria is over, but we're totally.
Yeah, just be
we're
sure.
in, man. I'll talk to you in the morning, and everyone else.
Everyone, Nash, you, at this point, you got to tell everyone to support their local Israel and Saudi Arabia and the Vatican and the
banks that fund them.
Yeah. Just support them, right, Nash? Agent Nash?
Thank you for calling me Agent Nash.
That's your name.
Some respect.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Thanks for the show. Good stuff. Yeah, good to goof around.
All right, stay sober.
What's up, bro? Yeah, we'll work on it.
You can actually, the Super Bowl commercials. The one good, there's 2 good ones. I thought one good one was the they brought all the Budweiser, like the cameos in like some Budweiser commercial, but the one Super Bowl commercial that I also liked was the anniversary one, but it was just a small snippet because they have all the football players because there's a football fell onto the floor, and there's one with Tom Brady is like, hey, aren't you gonna get in on this? And Tom Brady takes off all his Super Bowl rings and hands it over. Hold on to this. I thought that was the funny part. Anyways, that's all I really cared about this Super Bowl.
I didn't see the Super Bowl commercials this year. I had no desire to. I know they're available. I could watch. I have no desire, none at all.
Yeah, those are just the 2. Those are just the 2 that I watched, and
not even to decode or not even to just be interested in like a conspiracy frame of mind. I have no interest. I'm not even piqued that much. I already know you're full of shit. I don't even need to look at it. I don't need to look at it.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Grant Jarvis, nice seeing you in chat. The only person chatting, except for maybe Shirley at the beginning and Ryan and you, Nash. All right. Have a good night. We'll see you guys another night.
Peace, brother.
See you.